Hello, everyone, and welcome to Make Your Own Victory, the GDQ Hotfix show where we attempt to capture 100% of the joy of speedrunning in 0% of the completed video games. My name is Quacksilver, and it feels like truly forever since I saw you last. I am so excited to be here as we kick off a brand new era in Make Your Own Victory, coming to you live for the first time on Monday evenings. We've got a condensed show looking ahead into our future, but boy does it pack a punch, and I'm very excited to show it to you. As you are probably aware at this point, Game Over, the Hotfix show celebrating high difficulty, high reset runs, is departing the Hotfix roster. We wish Regal the best in his future activities, and it is truly some massive, massive shoes to fill to take this slot for you on Monday nights. And we thought, what better way to kick it off than by showing a few high difficulty runs of our own. But of course, in the classic Make Your Own Victory style, which means none of the games are getting beaten. The games are beating us tonight. To kick off our day, I wanted to start. If you look back through the Game Over back catalog, one run may stick out, which was an attempted challenge run by the Carry Carrarium to get as many golden berries in Celeste as possible in a predetermined amount of time. And I thought that was very cool and very skill intensive. And I reached out to her to make it worse instead. Please welcome to the stage, running Seekers Everywhere RTA, Carrarium.
Chat, help me. I need help. Hello, everyone. I am Carry Carrarium. I don't know what else to say about this category. It does what it says on the tin. This is 5 Seekers Everywhere RTA. We are going to try to get as far into regular vanilla Celeste any percent, with every single room having 5 Seekers in it at any given time. And any time that I die in a room, the Seekers respawn in a different spot. So there's no strats that I can have for this particular category. So yes, Quack has put me through the ringer on this one. But it's genuinely really funny. I did a lot of this over the weekend. It's really funny. It's going to be a great time. And, you know, I love having a good time, especially for this week. Let's start off this Monday on a good note. Quack, are you ready to dive right in?
I am so ready for this.
Oh, thank God. All right. So, Chad, are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Blah.
Truly good luck.
Thank you. All right, first thing I'm going to do is go to the intro car room because I need to be able to see where the Seekers are coming from. So Seekers will aggro you like the second that they see you. So I gotta find a way to get out of their way. And one way that I do that in Prologue is by going up here.
I didn't
because
even
then
know
I can
that
get through here a lot
existed.
easier.
I'm learning something about Celeste. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, you just go up there. There's a little bird nest. Okay, 1. Nope. All right, this bird's gonna caw a couple of times. That's fine.
Oh,
okay, good.
Pro strats.
This is fine because if you go to a cutscene, they all disappear. So now we have this bridge, and it's falling on us, and this is gonna be good. All these guys are rubber banding so bad. Oh, you shouldn't have jumped there. That's fair. You know, that's on me. Why am I all the way up there? I didn't know you could start the cutscene that high.
It's a good way to practice knowing exactly where the cutscene is. It's just the moment the Seekers disappear, obviously.
Obviously. All right, city. All right, get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here.
So for a little bit of context, because you had the exact data on this, this is an official, unofficial Celeste category extension, because you know Celeste has an off leaderboard meme sheet. And you had the actual world record, because some brave souls have run full any percent before, right? About how long is the any percent 5 Seekers world record?
1 hour and 54 minutes by Sirion.
And
so it is. Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go.
But
I think I know what question you're about to ask.
Curiosity's sake, what's the farthest you've ever gotten in an hour before?
I got to Theo. Theo in Temple.
Genuinely unreal.
So in this room I have one pro strat, which is that I use the momentum from the momentum from see actual speed strats in my any percent. Hold on. Hold.
We can make the strat work. I believe.
I can do this. I can do this. I practiced Seacrad crossing before. Oh, okay. We're going this way. That works. I don't know what I was saying anymore. What was I trying to say?
You were trying to talk about your strats in a particular room, but then a bunch more Seekers happened. I'm also horribly delighted to say I have seen at least one person in the chat say that they want to try this, and I've also seen at least one person in the chat ask about golden berries with this mod enabled. So we're inspiring a generation of self-loathing Celeste runners, other than just Celeste runners.
This is not what I wanted to do with my career. This is not how I wanted to inspire the youths.
I guess that also bears asking, which is, when is the last time you ran Celeste any percent? Talking about speed strats.
About 3 years ago. I have a 28 any percent, 2808 last I checked. I think that was either 2022 or the start of 2023. I don't remember. It's been a while. Oh, nope.
I can't believe you made it around the gap at all.
Hello? Okay. No, there... Yeah, there we go. That's the one. Okay, there's a strat here. You... Oh, never mind. Yep, you just bonk them all. Oh, that usually works.
Oh, it occurs to me, because there's a bunch of Seekers where they shouldn't be. How have you've only been practicing this for like a couple of days, right? Like this is a very silly category. How many Seekers have you killed in the making of this live stream?
Only like a handful, honestly. Like the block here is a good one that can kill them. This block here can do it. 2A is a good one. This one's the genuine You're not supposed to be there. Owned.
GT Chapter 1.
That's one down. I'd be in resort right now. This mod looks very fun to play, actually. That is what the world record holder says.
Yes, I believe the note on the actual meme sheet is, I swear this is fun.
It's, yes.
Obviously, this is a little bit of a spoiler for later in the run, because I know, in my heart of hearts, I know that you'll be making it to Temple today. But what about the rooms that have Seekers in them? Is it capped at 5, or do we get 5 plus the default allotment?
We add more. So it's whatever's in the room plus that 5. So temple is fun, smile. That was cheating. I swear that was cheating. I can do it. Yes. Okay. Sick.
God, just like absolutely Zerg rushing the cutscene triggers is never going to like fail to amuse me.
How did? Okay. Okay. That's fair. You know what? That one's fair. That one's on me. I was too hasty. Oh, hello there. Oh, this is unfair. Why are you there?
That Seeker is the trolliest.
Okay.
Perfection.
I have started that cutscene. Okay. I have started that cutscene. I have had moments where I have done a cutscene skip too early, and the Seekers don't go away, and it's very funny. Okay, here's a fun strat. Did I just accidentally turn it off? I did.
Wow, that is a fun strat.
That is fun. Hey, chat, you know what's fun? Just don't do it.
If you simply ignore the challenge run, then you can beat the challenge run.
Yeah.
I do have to say though, watching Badeline like bounce off of invisible Seekers as she's chasing you is
doing
perfect.
that. Hello? Okay. Funny time loss. This might work. That's not how I wanted it to work, but it did actually work. That was also not how I expected that to work.
That's the beauty of Seekers. So I guess you've been a Celeste speedrunner on and off for a minute there. You were talking about running any percent multiple years ago.
Yes.
What is the origin of the Seekers are consistent bit meme in the community?
I don't know. I really don't. They're liars.
Would you still say, if you happen to be the originator of this refrain, look Carrie in her eyes right now, would you still say that Seekers are consistent? What now?
Okay, I have a strat for this. I might be dead. I'm okay, but I almost did that. This room is really hard for like no discernible reason.
I can think of 5 discernible reasons, actually.
Okay, that worked. This is good. That almost worked. You can kind of get a jump from the bottom here, and you can get into that secret spot. Once you can get through that secret room like that, yeah, you're good. Now it's just good old any percent. We don't have to worry. We can go into our strats and we're right back to Seekers. Good.
There was a Seeker in the wall. Don't ask questions, chat.
Don't. I have had Seekers show up in the most random spots in this. Okay. We're good. Okay, awake. So we're doing the B-sides, right? Quack does want to bully me for that.
So, okay, yeah, a couple of people have brought this up. And I would like a second opinion from chat while Carrie does Tass Awake here. Which is, that's it. That's Tass Awake.
That's it. That's the one.
I think if Carrie makes it to Temple with like, I don't know, like 10, 15 minutes still left on the clock, then we should do 5B. Chat, what do we think? I think because the threat here is it's never been done before, but technically this could beat the game, and we do want to take steps to make sure we do not see the credits of this video game here on Make Your Own Victory. So I want to run this by chat that like maybe as a fun and flirty thing we could do 5B. Only if we're pacing, you know?
Only if Carrie's pacing.
I'm seeing a lot of agreement, Carrie. I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
If there's anything I've learned from being on Twitch for the last 6 years, is that people like to see Carrie Carrarium suffer. Okay, this is the first really bad room. And I know that like people have probably been watching this and being like, Carrie, they all look bad. Yeah, this room is really bad. Because I don't know how many of you are fans of cycle gameplay, but now I have Seekers and Cycles.
You are cycle gameplay's strongest soldier. Oh. Wow.
That's the fastest I've ever done that room. Okay, we might be pacing.
And if she makes it to chapter 5 with half an hour on the clock, maybe we do 6B as well, you know?
No. I'm gonna Quack, I'm gonna politely ask that your microphone be turned off. I wasn't serious. Please keep talking.
Nope, it's just you. It's just you and the gamer noises now. No, but I was saying you are cycle gameplay's strongest soldier that I've like ever been aware of. And first of all, I've never disagreed with anyone more on anything. And second of all, were you always like this, or was there a moment that you learned to love the cycles?
I think I was always like this. My rhythm gameplay make me go burr. So, there's that should not have worked. There's no reason that room should have worked. Everybody check her computer right now.
I don't mean to alarm the chat, but I think she might be modifying the game.
That worked. Okay. If I die, there are times where I can like check. If I don't, so in the game, if you press confirm, like the screen wipe happens faster. So there are parts in here where it's genuinely like just don't die slower. And hello. If you die slower, you can get the key to actually go in the door. And that's super helpful for this. No way. Okay.
Oh, that was almost too good to be true.
Almost. Okay. You know?
You deserve to die like 4 times in that attempt. I'm so sorry. I don't even feel bad for that last goalkeeper.
Okay, how am I getting past this? How am I doing this? Okay, this might be a good idea. Yep. There we go. Got the cutscene. Now we're just gonna do a lot of this, and then we're just okay, I'm owned. I found that like wave bounces. I forgot the tech. This is how long ago I've played vanilla any percent. I found that wall bouncing is like what makes this a lot easier. There we go. Ooh, that's a new one. That's good. I'm gonna jot that down for any future attempt.
Yeah, I was about to say we're making some suspiciously good time through this. I'm gonna go back in. I'm gonna go back into our DMs and find the first run you timed out, because I think it was you finishing chapter 3 around the hour mark, and something tells me we might be seeing more than chapter 3 today.
You know, maybe. You know, at a certain point, the sounds are almost peaceful. You start to hear the noises, and you're just like, oh.
It's gonna feel so empty when you walk through these rooms and there aren't 5 Seekers screaming at you.
Exactly.
I do also see folks in chat asking about a TAS of this. As was pointed out, given the randomness of the Seekers, a true TAS might be both difficult to pull off and ill-advisable, but I'm going to teach, I hope, at least one person in chat a new incomprehensible acronym, and it's also one of my favorite Pokemon, and that's a LOTAD. LOTAD stands for Low Optimization Tool Assisted Demonstration. It's basically a task that admits it's not taking itself too seriously, and this will come as a huge shock to you, but here at Make Your Own Victory, we love that conceptually. And I would love to see someone just like take task tools and sort of like walk through this, just see what happens.
I wonder if I can like cheese this by like... So when I get into this room, I've had like only one Seeker. Oh, never mind. I don't even have to talk about it. Okay. I got to the cutscene and I'm like, I don't know if that's gonna work. Sure. That was smooth. It's all panic. This category is actually great in keeping me humble.
And that, hey, look, we've cracked the code. That's our tribute to Game Over. It's
true.
We humble the runners.
Get over here. You two? Okay. We're gonna do that. So we have a different spawn point. And then we're gonna talk to Oshiro. Okay, now we're in. We're in. Now we can start cleaning up. Ugh. Don't you dare. I've turned off the They just like didn't move and I was really scared. I was like, what did I press on this one? How am I? Oh my God.
How are you alive? She's too good at the video game.
I don't know. Chad, I'm scared. Okay. So people who understand any percent, they might be going, why are you here first? Because there's like, you can do huge mess in any order, but the any percent route is chess, books, towels. So I'm pretty much doing things in the opposite order here. That almost worked, and I was about to be shocked. Well, you know, in deciding to, you know, do this run for my good friend Quacksilver, I found some optimizations, some things that make it just a little less scary. And doing this order is good. Now, you might also be going, Carrie, why are you going up? Celeste players will know. Specifically, all Red Berries speedrunners are going to be very aware of what I'm doing. Ooh, okay, we're good. Okay, if they all aggro me, that's usually pretty good here. Okay. You know, I'm realizing that I haven't practiced this room a lot.
I mean, given the random nature of the Seekers.
How? Oh, there we go. That's how. Okay, so, hello. Oh, okay, cool. Now we're gonna go back up, and we're gonna go here. And I've skipped like so many rooms. I've just skipped so many hub rooms.
I simply cannot believe that you added strats to 5 Seekers everywhere RTA.
I can. This is something that we expect out of Carrie Carrarium.
I was about to say, you can take the Carrie Carrarium out of Celeste speedrunning, but you cannot take the Celeste speedrunning out of Carrie Carrarium.
You know, that was almost something. I just need to bonk up one of their heads. That's all. Oh, this is better actually. That's better. Yay. Quack, how am I doing on time here?
Yeah, it looks like you're at about 22 minutes and 17 seconds on our RTA timer, so not even at the halfway point yet. I'm only a little bit scared.
You shouldn't be scared. This is not, I'm not gonna win. I am, however, gonna cheese this room. There we go. That's better.
That's, yep.
Why do that room when I can simply not?
When the Seekers will simply do it for you.
Exactly. I'm all about that DIY. Well, actually, no, that would not be DIY. That's the exact opposite of DIY.
That is, yeah, sort of about as far from DIY as one can get in this video game.
All right, how do I get out of this conundrum? That's how.
It's just that easy.
Go, my Seekers, go. There's a strat here, surely. Yeah, there it is.
Surely. Yeah. People are continuing to ask the important questions, like, has anyone stratted farewell skip 5 Seekers?
Farewell skip 5 Seekers? No, certainly not.
And indeed, how long until Carrie's blue sky feed is I found this half-second optimization for 5 Seekers?
I don't appreciate getting read for filth like this on the internet. Thank you.
What's amazing is that I first interpreted it as, like, there are going to be a couple of Seekos in the chat who are, like, constantly tagging you with these random optimizations. And it is only in reading it back that I'm like, no, this was absolutely meant to just be you posting strats.
Okay. So we're in elevator shaft. This one's the funky one. This one's a little bit funky. There's some really hard rooms here. But if I play my cards right, a lot of these Seekers will get a lot of these key coins for me, at least in this room. This is actually a 9D room, by the way.
With 5 Seekers?
Basically, so there is a, maybe not 5, but there is a room in the Moonberry section of 9D because Monica did a bunch of like funny adjustments to vanilla rooms in the Moonberry checkpoint. And one of them is this room of 3A, but a Seeker like helps get all the coins for you. So,
so you said there are fewer than 5 Seekers in that Moonberry room?
That is correct, yes.
So then it's fair to say that this is harder than 9D?
Fair? No. Accurate? Potentially. All right, so this room, the other thing, like with Resort in this challenge run of sorts, that like makes this what I saw a pixel there, and I'm like, if I land on that pixel, I could survive. I forgot they can go through dust bunnies.
Well, you see, the dust bunnies aren't actually solid. I don't know if you've ever seen a Celeste speedrun before, but like Madeline can just move through those things half the time.
This is the first time I'm playing this game. I've never heard of this game ever. That one, okay. Listen, sometimes these spawns are not fair.
Oh, perhaps they're not fair, but maybe accurate.
Maybe. Okay, God, listen.
Listen, spread. That was a Seeker shotgun.
Yep. Okay, there we go.
All right.
All right. Time to do the demo. Quack watched me do the demo here. Okay. So again, if you get a cutscene,
Nice.
they're not there. So you can so you have all the time in the world to set up the demo. Okay, this room is the hardest room in the entire challenge.
Now, when you say the entire challenge, do you mean the entire game or just what we're likely to see?
Just what you're likely to see. I think the first time that I sent you like my progress in this, like 80% of my time in trying this was in this room. I think it took me like 39 minutes to get through this room.
Chat, I'm gonna need to see some energy for Carrie Carreri.
It is very hard because it's such a long room, so the Seekers kind of like, they're just all throughout this really long room. They can go through these dust bunnies, and then the very end is just, you gotta hope that they're in a spot where you can still do like all of those diagonal dashes. So we might be here a while. Also, they'll do that all the time. They rubber band so hard.
Yeah, they really like to be on screen, huh?
They really do. See, like, where was that one? Where did you come from?
Attention hogs.
That being said, if they bonk their heads there, like, it's usually a pretty... Oh. Get out of there!
Okay.
All right, we're gaming.
All right, the odds of 5B are steadily rising.
They're getting up there. Most of my ridge completions are like 10 minutes, so we're gonna get to temple here. Spoilers ahead, but we're probably gonna make it to the temple on this one.
Yeah, we're not even at the 30-minute mark yet.
Oh, this room is deceptively hard. And I do need to reiterate the chat. There is like, it's all random. So I just have to react on a dime. Everything you see is like, I say there's strats, but a lot of this is just pure improvisation.
And how many hours total spent playing Celeste?
Total? 8,000 probably. We're getting close to 8K.
That's wild.
Yes, I don't like it. And with like the new crossover collab out, it's gonna be like another couple hundred. Oh, Shiro, I don't like you.
Shiro from downtown.
Oh, Shiro, I think that's mean. Yeah, there's a... Resort is just hard. There's just no two ways about it. This chapter is just really difficult with this challenge. I would not be surprised if, like, in the world record, a lot of it was spent in here. No, I did a wave dash too quickly. I'm just, every time that, oh, why? That's a lot at the very start.
That was, yeah. Is there any, like, rule set whatsoever for the Seeker spawns? Like, I assume they can't spawn directly overlapping with Madeline.
I don't know. You know, there's not a lot, there's space here for me to operate. There's no wiggly bros there. I could work my way through that. Okay, relax. That was bad. That was bad. That was on me. That's all me. I take the blame on that one.
Just one goalkeeper? All right.
So, this one's good. Sure. Sure.
Like,
You know-
yeah, we don't have to ask questions about it.
No, I don't. Oh my god, you were behind that. Okay, this is the second hardest room because now we've added springs to the equation.
Oh yeah, and this is obviously a famous casual destroyer.
This is the any percent thumbnail room. There's something about the YouTube algorithm that if you submit an any percent run, it thinks this is the room that people want to see. So there's a lot of any percent runs out there that are just this room as the thumbnail. That's so many of you.
I think it's 5 actually.
Oh, if I had bounced off of that, that might have been a chance.
I thought that neutral jump was calculated, and I was about to be so angry.
Okay, we need to avoid the springs most of the time here. Okay, well, Shira's dead for a little bit. Oh, if I had not
I saw the vision.
You saw it. Yeah, you saw that. Nope. Nope. Up dashing there. Oh, God. I got a Seeker Super. Oh, I don't like when they don't show up in like the first half and they're just all in the second half.
There's no way.
Actually,
What?
I'm taking that back. I love it when they're like that. Okay. So, final room. Final room's actually not terrible. You just kind of have to hope for some things to work out in your favor. Usually there's one there. I should have just grabbed the wall. Oh, like that. I like it when they're in the beginning because the strategy that I have found in this room is if you have one at the very beginning, you can just have them hit that wall and then they're not a problem for a little bit.
Yeah,
This is gonna mess with my any percent strats so bad when I do eventually come back to vanilla any percent.
which is right around the corner, I'm sure.
Oh, definitely. There's definitely not like a bunch of modded maps I've been told is easy carry bait. Almost. Okay. What? Okay. Stop.
No, it's fine.
Chad, if you clip that, you'll see there was nothing behind the eyes there anymore. How am I? What is going on here?
This is some of the Celeste gameplay of all time is what's going on here. Extremely good and normal Celeste is happening.
Oh!
That one, I think you deserve better than that.
I thought you were gonna say I deserved that, and I'm like, wow.
No, I think oftentimes it's your fault the Seekers are consistent, but that one,
Not allowed. I gotta do. Okay. All right, we're safe here. Sure. Just keep moving. Just keep moving. He's down there. Just go. Yes.
they call
Oh my
her
God.
the queen of cycle-based gameplay.
Oh, man. First chapter, 4 minutes. Second chapter, like 6 minutes. Third chapter, 23 minutes.
Only 230 deaths. It's fine.
Only.
That's only like, Like what? Like 46 deaths per seeker?
Oh, it's chill. All right, so now we're in Ridge. Ridge actually, Ridge is a lot easier. It's got a lot of like really open spaces. So like I can use these clouds to my advantage to just like avoid them when they're doing that. Oh my God. Yep. 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 Okay, we're good. If I go there, there's, oh, hello. You're not supposed to be there. I'm going this way.
Yep, I mean, if it's not broke.
Bubbles. I forgot that what you don't be in the bubble. That's mean.
But the seekers want to know what it's like.
What do you think the inside of the bubble feels like?
I really wish I had something funny to say here.
I'm shocked that was a spawn point. Get out.
God, with the headwind. Incredible.
Okay, Archie room is very difficult because they do not spawn on the other side of the wall, so you have to make them do it for you. So we're gonna be in reset hell for a little bit.
While we reset hell, I would like, chat, as we move towards the final 20 minutes of this showcase, I need to see your final prediction. Now is the last chance to lock it in. What checkpoint is Carrie making it to today? You can put one guess for 5A and one for 5B if you want to hedge your bets.
I like that.
But I need final predictions in the chat. How far are we making it in 5 Seekers RTA tonight?
Anything, Seekers? I've never been in this room this long.
Wow, they hate you. Or they love me because they wanted to give me this opportunity to let the folks know that with our move in Make Your Own Victory to Monday nights, we join the full weekly, bi-weekly roster of shows here on the GDQ Hotfix. After this show is going to be Think Fast, which if you've never seen is like What If Speedrunning but trivia. It's absolutely incredible. And you can see our entire schedule for in general and a detailed schedule for the upcoming week at gdq.gg/hotfix. If you enjoy this nonsense, there are at least 2 other shows that for any given kind of nonsense, there is at least 2 other shows on the Hotfix roster that are doing that kind of nonsense and indeed might be more dedicated to it than we are. GG Archie Room.
Thank you. Long live Archie. God. Nope. Okay, we're good. All right, it's all easy from this point.
Oh, sure.
Oh, you say that like you don't believe me. Are you doubting?
Am I doubting that 4A 5 Seekers is easy? Yes. Hope this helps.
Oh, hi. You're not supposed to be there. Why were you there? I love this strat. that room's the easiest one in 5 Seekers everywhere. All right, we are going to do this room exactly as you think I would do this room. We're just gonna throw ourselves at first blockless until it works.
God.
Nope. You see the vision, though. The vision's there. Oh, this is not gonna work.
A little chase with all of them.
All right, this should be fine.
How?
I don't know.
Those like random bounces where the seekers are coming back. I understand it's literally incorporated into like some chapter 5 strats in vanilla speedruns, but that always feels the most unfair part of it somehow.
There we go. And that's first blockless. Do exactly that in your next any percent run. All right. I'm feeling optimistic. I don't know if I like that. Quack, were there other meme categories that like caught your eye, or did you just see Seekers and went that one?
Well, if we're talking about the planning of the show, I do have to put you on blast as much as I'm about to be on blast, because the answer is yes, I did see the Celeste extended extensions and see 5 Seekers anywhere, 5 Seekers everywhere, any percent, and did not flip the page. But I also do want our viewing audience to know, I reached out to Carrie to ask if she knew anyone who would be willing to perform this, and she said me, so we're locked in here together.
I'm back in the building again.
How did you live that long?
I don't know, I'm built different. Wrong. Okay, buddy. How?
What? We're learning all sorts of Seeker physics today. I feel like I'm gonna leave this run with a doctorate.
Please just get me out of this room. Thank you. Nothing about this game makes sense. Okay. Oh God. We're going here. Thank you.
Good reset, the strats.
Hey, Quack.
Yeah.
You know what goes on in this room, right?
I believe it is the famous second blockless strat.
Yep. I am not leaving this room until I hit it.
Wait, are you just doing it with the Seekers?
Yep.
Hate you. I hate how good you are at video games, and I will never take this back. I am seething.
I like how he said I'm never not leaving until I do it, and I just did it. I like how I tried to give myself an out, and I just did it. Go. All right, this strat, this is good. You just don't do that room.
I don't even care that we're at 45 on the RTA clock. You're doing 5B for that alone.
What do you mean I'm doing 5B for that alone?
For that, as atonement for the sin of being too good at video games, you are picking up the Chapter 5 cassette, so help me. So help me, Seekers.
Yeah, that worked. Ooh.
Yup.
Okay. Oh, this room is terrible. Wait.
And the kill. Let's go. That is another fun Celeste meme that I do know exists, is like all Seeker kills that you can get vanilla, or there's some Seeker kill category, and that's very fun.
That is a bingo objective. If you do Celeste bingo, that I don't know if I don't think it's all Seeker kills, although I would expect something like a Longo to have like all Seeker kills or okay, hold on. There we go. Okay.
And,
Chad, at this point, I just don't know what I'm doing. At this point, I genuinely...
perfectly intended gameplay. But actually, talking about bingo objectives and other memes, there was actually... This is gonna be horrible. There was actually one other like cursed Celeste thing that the thought did cross my mind before settling on Seekers Everywhere. There's a Celeste category extension called 1-Up in 4 Areas.
Yes!
Which optimally is a very, very short category. Unfortunately, a little bit too short to feature on this show, just because scheduling it is a lot. But there's one run on the leaderboards, because it's an actual SRC extension, of 1-Up in 4 Areas that does the worst and hardest 4 1-Ups. So you have to get 1-Up in 4 different areas in the game. There's one run on the leaderboards, it's last place on the leaderboards, that the first 1-Up that they get is the 1-Up in Core, which if you're not familiar, requires doing the Core Golden Berry.
Yep.
So it starts with a Deathless Core run, and then does 3 other god-awful 1-Ups. I think it does the Huge Mess 1-Up as one of the 4. And I thought briefly about if there was anyone willing to perform that, but there's only one run of it that I'm aware of ever existing. It seemed a little bit beyond the ken of this show. So instead we went for the far more reasonable and consistent 5 Seekers Everywhere.
This room is not playing around with me right now. I still fully think I'll get to Temple before the RTA is up, but...
We are approaching 50 minutes on the RTA clock.
Oh, well, if I don't get there with 10 minutes, I don't have to do 5 feet.
All right, angle shooting.
That's not fair.
That's okay. Yeah, that was unfair to you.
Where are you coming from?
That is a famous Maddie Thorson thing. I believe it was Maddie Thorson in her seminal work Masterpiece who asked the question, "Where did you come from? Where did you go?"
Cotton Eye Joe? Oh, I gotta get to that bubble.
Pretty sure that was her originally.
I need to do one wave dash. I am asking very nicely.
The beautiful thing is in perfect sync with the Masterpiece quote. Chat is asking, what if we put 5 Seekers in Super Mario World?
My game froze, so hopefully everything's working on your end.
Looks okay to me. Okay. I mean, there's still too many Seekers for my comfort, but like, I'm not built different like you. I'm not built so different like you. What was that?
I don't know, Quack. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, okay. That's not how you get through that room. Yeah, sure. Just do a reverse wave dash there, and that works. Oh, okay, chat. We're gonna see Temple. That's really funny. I've never attempted that strat before. And a berry for the road.
And a berry for good measure. All right, it's looking like about 51.5 on the RTA timer, so you get to avoid 5B, I guess. I'm just pouting over here.
What if I tried to get to the cassette and just what happens?
All right, a handshake emoji.
Handshake emoji. Okay. Hello. Sorry. I understand this is your home.
I guess that is true because getting to the cassette does take like a little bit of time. And my mom was like, oh yeah, cassette grab in chapter 5 is like a minute. Surely. Did you know that things take longer if you put 5 seekers between where you are at and your destination?
Okay. I think I can definitely, as long as I can get out of here. I've usually first tried this. Okay,
God,
if I had
this
actually
is just not okay.
It's probably fine. I say as I explode immediately. I just need them to be better. Hello? Okay, we're good. Oh, Seeker, slow down. Yep, I need you all to do that. That's perfect. Now you do that, and that's fine. I at least hit, okay, wait, this is less fine. Do I really need this bubble? Nope.
Wow, power move.
That's not,
yeah, that's not on you at all. That one was kind of funny though.
That one's good. No, I gotta. You don't usually go there. You don't go here. Okay, this is fine. Yes! There we go.
All right.
You know? Wait, that's
strats.
That's some sauce right there.
We are changing the course of the 5 seekers everywhere. Speedrun.
Okay. Key. Okay. Theo cutscene.
So it's fine.
DCB.
Of course, just very casual.
Very casual. Yeah, this room's not great. I've never quite gotten the feel for this one. Because okay.
All right, it's about 5 minutes remaining. I believe we will hear smooth jazz today.
That's the button. Oh, right. I have to do... How do I want to do? Okay, I've never. So we're at a point because of this deal that I've never practiced these rooms in my life.
But you're built different, right? We know this. And I see the strat emerging already.
Yeah, we're figuring it out. Get over here.
They really do not want to give you the assist here.
No.
Oh, you deserve that. You deserve that button hit.
There we go. Okay, okay, cassette room. So here's the hard part.
All right, we got about 3.5 minutes. I believe. I've never believed in anything so hard in my life.
Surely. Get over here. I need these guys over here. 2, 3. Okay. No!
That was so mean.
There was something there. Okay, wait a second. Oh, this is not gonna work. Where are they? Okay, there they are. You can do that? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
We're here in Smooth Jazz. You've got like 2 minutes. Go, 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 go.
We're going. I gotta get to Bubs Drop. I gotta get to Bubs Drop. Go, go, go.
Go, go, go.
Oh, this is gonna be hard.
I'm gonna call as much in your favor as possible. I'm gonna let the screen delay. I've been trying to compensate for the delay, but I'm gonna cut you off at the hour that when it shows up on my screen, it'll be delayed. So you got about an extra, 15, 20 seconds, maybe.
There's no way. I don't feel confident about. Oh, wow.
Oh, if it moved a little bit further.
Nope. Over before it even started.
Wow, this is so mean.
It's almost like this wasn't intended.
But just genuinely, what a show of like improv skills. I can see you trying everything to back this up and get the Seekers to cooperate with you. Even under impossible odds, the Carrarium perseveres.
There was no shot.
Let's go! Final delayed minute.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm so close. I'm 2 rooms away from Bubs Drop. You gotta let me have this game. I don't think it's gonna happen, but we would have gotten so close. Oh, wait.
There's no way.
Okay, I'm in the Bubs Drop room. There, no shot. No shot.
Call the time. We're done. That's time. Unbelievable. Oh my god. There's no way. Wait, oh my god, was that you entered the Bubs Drop room at 59:59 on the timer? What a way to begin Monday Make Your Own Victory. Holy crap. Unbelievable. I'm losing my entire mind.
I have run Monica's D-Sides Denny percent on mainline GDQ SGQ 24, and I have never felt an adrenaline rush as high as that right now.
Oh my god. Well, Carrie, please give any shout-outs you'd like to give and tell the people where you're at on the internet and what you're up to. I think everyone will agree you more than deserve it.
Shout out to the Celeste community for always finding funny and creative ways to play this game 6 years after almost 7 years after its release. Shout out to the speedrunning community. Shout out to my community, the Backpack Rat Pack, for going along with all of the silly stuff that I do as a creator. If you would like to see more silly stuff like this, I promise every single day you can find silly stuff like this at twitch.tv/Carrarium. I'm currently on a small streaming hiatus, but drop me a follow and you will see a lot of Celeste content down the road. But yeah, and shout out Quack. Thank you for allowing me to do this, because you could have easily said no, because you knew that I was on. You know I'm retired.
You volunteered, and I could not have asked for a better narrative to begin this. Unreal. Well, friends, I don't know about you, but I need a couple of minutes to recover from everything we just witnessed. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back from the break, we are going to be continuing our Game Over tribute show with some extreme pro strats, and I mean that because it will be literal pro difficulty in Yars Rising when we're back from the break. I'll see you there. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Make Your Own Victory, the GDQ Hotfix show where we attempt to capture 100% of the joy of speedrunning in 0% of the completed video games. I would say we captured some joys so far already tonight. During that break, I centered myself, I am calm, I am summoning rats. And speaking a little bit of rats, while we are moving out of our Carrarium run and into our upcoming run with Lucifer 9783, what better rats can I introduce to you all than the Frame Fatales as we pass the torch from Fatale Runner to Fatale Runner. Frame Fatales is a community of women and femmes who share a passion for speedrunning, gaming, and charity. In addition to their 2 flagship events, they host activities year-round in our community Discord, like Game of the Month, pin in that, and randomizer events. You can type !FF in the chat to learn more and potentially get involved. I cut my teeth performing and hosting for Frame Fatales. It is a truly wonderful space. And speaking of the Game of the Month, every so often, every 2 months now, it's a bi-monthly Game of the Month, work with us, the Fatales Discord picks a new game and elects a game guide to be the sort of steward of that game and teaching it to our community, as well as generally showing off the run and its intricacies. And our next run just so happens to fit perfectly into our Game Over theme, while being the most recent Frame Fatales Game of the Month. So, here to run on the pro difficulty, Escape Kotek in Yars Rising. Please welcome to the stage, Lucifer 9783.
Hi, thank you, Quack, for that wonderful intro. Yes, I am Lucifer 9783, and this is Yars Rising. It is a 2024 release Metroidvania developed by Way Forward, makers of the Shantae series. And it's a lovely, fun little Metroidvania, though I think I'm a couple days late for the Metroidvania showcase. But hey, we're doing pro mode, and that means we get an outfit choice. Quack, should we go with casual, jacket on, the Yar armor, the Atari apparel, or the office chic?
I feel like you gotta go gamer jacket for pro mode.
Gamer jacket it is.
I'm already on the spot.
Yeah. Time will begin when I select the file to begin the run. And I'll give us a countdown with a 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thank you very much. So yeah, 2024 release Metroidvania, developed by Way Forward. We play as Emi Kimura, who is a hacker, super genius, IT whiz, and she recently got a job at Kotek. Not because she cares about this company for any reason. We're doing corporate espionage.
This place really clean.
Oh, of course.
Good for me, I guess.
And yes, this is in fact connected to the Yars Revenge series of games. We will be seeing a few hacking minigames throughout this speedrun. And if that gameplay seems at all familiar to you, me too. Our first little trick there is, while waiting on this second moving platform, we send the first one back down, which will save us a little bit of time on some backtracking later.
So you got a multi-part category to help our viewers understand here. Let's start with what is Escape Kotek exactly?
Oh, there's no
Escape
camera back
Kotek comprises the first 2 acts out of 5 of the game
there. Terminal.
and ends on a escape sequence, basically. No, like, death timer, but like a classic Super Metroid, but still heart-pumping sort of feeling like you need to be leaving as quickly as possible.
Just jinxed it. I hope I didn't jinx it.
And for the other notes on the category, we have Pro for Pro difficulty. And we also have no Fife. Fife is a major glitch in the game that trivializes a lot of the platforming.
Hey, I really shouldn't be here.
Basically turns our protagonist Emmy here into a little sort of zombie.
A lot of air vents in this place.
Because Fife stands for full invincibility, invulnerability, intangibility. There was one. It's one of the good words. Full invulnerability for Emmy.
Yeah, funny name for a funny glitch. It's very
Easy peasy.
very broken and trivializes a lot of the gameplay.
Emmy,
We also have a stealth segment here, but
please don't notice
being stealthy
me.
is slow. So we're just going to ignore the stealth.
Doesn't seem like the defense has much energy to it.
No. There will be a couple more dangerous stealth segments where
They pay these
the
guys. They're not
the
very,
risk is a bit greater. But right now we are making our way through the building to hack into some servers and do hacking stuff. It's not made clear.
I mean, it's corporate espionage. Say no more.
Yeah. We're putting a backdoor in or something. I don't know. I never watched Hackers.
I'm trying to fish somewhere deep in the recesses of my memory. There's like maybe a Mr. Robot quote in there somewhere, but an enterprising chatter will have that for me instead, so I don't have to think about it.
So we hacked into the servers and we got caught. And now we get put into a detention cell where we're going to maybe be fired or murdered or murder-fired. Actual dialogue in the game.
Of course it is.
Thank God for air vents. And Kotek's obsession with quality circulation. Whoa.
We're on now to a hack here that looks a bit similar to a different Atari game you might be familiar with. We shoot these advancing waves of alien spacey guys that might be coming to destroy everything. I don't know.
Perhaps invading.
Perhaps. But we're not going to use the name Space Invaders because Atari doesn't own that name.
Oh.
And now we have our main weapon for the first little bit of the run. This is the Zorlon Shot, which it's just your typical arm cannon.
Bye, cute robot.
So hewing a little bit closer to the Metroid half of the Metroidvania.
Definitely on the Metroid side here.
Emmy.
This next little bit, I'm mostly just going to be making my way back to where we started with maybe a few little damage boosts and getting knocked down by an enemy that I wasn't prepared for. I should know better. Here we've got a save room. These save terminals look very much like a computer space arcade machine. Another Atari shout out. Lots of references to Atari in general in this game.
Oh, I'm such a dork.
and
That's why this place looks so clean.
some good stuff
Maybe
going on.
too clean.
And so, obviously, you know, as we talked about a little bit in the intro, you were most recently the game guide for this when it was Frame Fatale's Game of the Month. I know you're also associated with the moderation team, the verifier maybe, for speedrun.com. In my mind, you are one of, if not the faces of this game and the speedrunning scene. How did you get turned on to this game in the first place? Like, why Yars Rising for you?
Well, that started with my partner and the super mod for the game, that is Jupi, also known as Cute Fangies. She played this game when it was just a Next Fest demo, and she was hooked by it immediately. Even when going so far as to speedrun the demo for it. And she said, hey, you should play this. And then I did. And then, whoops, I fell in love with the game. And now I'm something of a obsessed about this game.
I mean, you know a game is good. Like,
it's raining.
for anyone in the chat who may not be aware of the breadth and depth of Steam Next Fest, you know a game is good when you're speedrunning its Next Fest demo. That's happened to me like twice before in my life, and both of those games were games that I wound up sticking to for a very, very long time.
Very clean.
Yeah, whoops, I did not mean to take the laser hit there. Health is a little bit low here, so I'm taking this a bit slower than usual. Oh yeah, I should maybe talk about the big thing that Pro has is damage is increased significantly over normal. Most sources deal at least 1.5 times damage, if not up to 3x.
3x, wow.
Only the smallest sources of damage do the full 3x. Most of them are 1.5.
And so then to continue our narrative here, was the escape Kotek category specifically, was that something that was always like a plan for the leaderboard, whether that was you or Cute Fangies? Was that something that was like you decided one day to make as a partial category? Why do we have escape Kotek on the leaderboards?
Well, that started mostly with GP. She wanted there to be a fun little sub-hour sort of category that people could get into and start playing with very little like need to practice skips or specific difficult like hacking mini games. And she
Lucky me, I guess.
developed the category for. Sorry, this one's a bit of a serious time moment. She developed the category to submit to Frame Fatales. She submitted her. She submitted the category for Frost for Frost 2025, and was encouraging me to do the same. And we submitted it. We got selected. We had a incredible time on the Frame Fatales stage. We had the wonderful as ever Satan herself on comms for that, and we all had a great time with that. And yeah, I think it was pretty successfully successful in its goal of being a sort of entry-level category.
We do love categories that people can get into, and I will briefly here shout out, of course, Satan herself, notably a host for Creature Corner, which you can check out on Wednesdays on this very Twitch channel with Hotfix. And you've also, I don't know if it's this category specifically or most of the Yars categories, but you and Jupy have also traded back and forth world records in this game a fair bit.
We certainly have, yeah.
And you obviously, as you mentioned, also raced directly head-to-head at Fatales. What's that like? What's it like speedrun racing with a partner?
It's a lot of fun, really. Like, the rivalry between GP and I is like not even like
Master of door hacking.
there's no like malice or anything in it. It's just we each push each other to do our very best and to continue improving and growing as speedrunners and as players of games.
That's so sweet. Genuinely. And I'm not just saying that because I fear for the person I would be. My partner is not a huge gamer, certainly not in the genres that I am in, but
would you believe that GP only started speedrunning because I encouraged her to do so?
I love that. I mean, hey, now it sounds like, she's pretty good at it if you're trading back and forth the world record, like.
And she runs a myriad of fantastic games, lots of like little known games. She was even, if I may call back to Satan and to Creature Corner, she had a very Mega Man X style game on that show where she played as a Catgirl android. Oh, please.
Well, I am going to do you one more reference, which is that Jupy has actually been on Make Your Own Victory before running, and this is a direct quote, and was at least one point, I believe, her nickname in the Fatales Discord server, Samurai Maiden, which is, okay, good. Samurai Maiden, which is a game that has been described as the Mario 64 of lesbian hack and slashes. And if you're curious what the heck that means, or want to see her on Creature Corner, or indeed peruse any of our VODs of past broadcasts, you can do that at youtube.com/gamesdonequick. The VODs for our shows go up a week after the show is done, and you can see every Hotfix show as well as past VODs of our marathons.
Making sure to get a bit of health before we go into our first boss fight here, because after this boss fight there is a intentional death abuse.
Hello?
So I will be damaging down during this fight as well. Also, big flashing lights warning for this upcoming boss fight. He's very big and flashes white for every hit of damage, so please do beware your eyes if you are photosensitive. In the name of the game, the Mario 64 of lesbian hack and slashes is Samurai Maiden.
That's not a cute robot.
For the individual in chat who is asking.
It is part of an illustrious genre that I like to call games where you kiss your girlfriend to power up. It joins the only other representative of that genre that I know, which is of course Super Lesbian Animal RPG.
What's the point of lighting it on fire? It's already super deadly. It looks cooler.
That was the Pride Make Your Own Victory special, I believe.
Yeah.
Lesbians McQueen, thank you, Behemoth Steve.
What possible commercial purpose is there for this Big Mac?
Yeah, Emmy kind of asking the questions that I have on my mind. What does Kotek do?
Media streaming,
Sure.
data management, theft, and war crimes.
Oh, well, okay. One of these things is not like the other.
This is the one boss fight in the game that does end with a hacking segment. So we get to see this little hope you know your hacking abilities well enough. And
Pull off, buddy.
make your way through to. I don't think the electrical shielding is quite yet complete on this pre-alpha build war machine.
Sorry about the
That's
mess.
why you need beta testing for your war machine. But a very clean boss fight.
Yeah. Oh no, I died.
It's always funny to me because, you know, obviously, as you mentioned with the Metroidvania showcase recently, I happen to enjoy this genre a normal amount. And death to checkpoint is a common thing in a lot of video games, but especially Metroidvanias. It's always funny to see how each new runner approaches intentional deaths. Like, to what extent you play it up, or just, I love the deadpan.
I got the scrub jump. Let's go.
Nice.
Jumping over that scrub bot is a very tight frame window to avoid getting zapped and knocked down and being sad at time loss. So now we're returning to the lobby where we try to leave the building, and we can't. The doors are still shut tight because it's close of business. We don't want anyone just walking in and out of the building.
Find another way out. You know, Mal's kind of judgy considering I'm the one risking my life here. Whoa!
Company
pool, I presume.
Water filtration system. Don't know why.
Actually, she already knows.
Apparently they also do water treatment. I don't know. Very, very we do everything type of business here, I think.
And on the subject of the hacking mini games, those are themselves also a category, are they not?
Yes, there is the Emmy's Hacklist side mode where we have 4 major categories. One for each of the 3 collections of hacks, and one to do all 120 of them in a single sitting.
Don't fall in or look down.
The
Looking down.
first ever completion
For now.
of
Seriously.
all collections was quite recently done by one of the speedrunners in the community.
Didn't oscillator toggle. Just say.
About how long is all collections?
Oh, about an hour and a half.
Whoa. Electrified.
Which is funny because the Pro collection, which is the hardest set, is 16 hacks.
I hope I'm moving towards some.
And the first run of that one took me an hour and 40.
Wow.
So really shows how far the tech has improved, how much practice really does pay off for games like this. I'm looking a bit dangerously low on health, so we'll be taking a save in this upcoming save room. Saves restore health to full and also set the respawn location. They also save your progress in heavy air quotes, despite the fact that every story flag just automatically saves.
Oh, yeah, okay. That is also a 50-50, I find, with Metroidvanias. Is some are really, really stingy with the hard saves, and some really like to drop checkpoints at you everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Nibble quietly.
This individual below me has taken the bad pattern, and I have to wait for him to walk to the left before I can run past him. Just fall down behind this one and jump over his head.
Yeah, not even noticing you.
And for folks who might be struggling a bit with these hacking minigames, there is a segment of the leaderboard where you're allowed to use the invincible hack accessibility feature, which does come in real handy for those people who might need a little help. So, like, no shade whatsoever to folks who need those accessibility features. They're there for a reason. Use them.
We do love accessibility features. Hey, if I have to be the first one to tell you that accessibility features in video games are a good thing, then I'm happy to be the first person to tell you that.
Purple? Maybe it's more of a lavender?
Little swag jump there.
Construction wall.
Nice.
Not very consistent a strat, but if I had fallen down there, I would have just taken it slowly, done it the normal way. And we continue on to our next augment hack. This hack will be our destroyer missiles. Three quick cannons to breach through this barrier here, and one more to take out the Kotile. And that is a very clean destroyer missiles hack.
Yeah, you are breezing through some of these hacks before I have time to visually process them. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it is really. I have spent a lot of time practicing the hacks in this game.
Boom!
Finding tricks and optimizations for them. I am actually going to take a little nibble out of that cleaning robot there. Grab one more missile ammo from that guy before continuing on, saving to refill health, and proceeding with the run.
This is much harder on the
Up
way back
we
up.
go, and back across this gap. And I did it again.
I think I'm getting the hang of it.
Intentionally taking damage on that little robot there because their 20 damage shot is less of a hassle than the 30 damage lasers right there.
Mysterious people-sized tubes. Totally normal for a tech company.
And he's truly the voice of the people here.
Yeah. I wonder what might go inside those people-sized tubes. Well, we're about to find out.
The way you say that makes me worry it's people.
Aliens, but people enough. They're intelligent. They speak.
I was young.
Here we have what is lovingly referred to as the cutscene basement. We hold the cutscene
good.
skip button through 5 dialogues and 1 motion comic cutscene. Who's that guy? Nobody knows. We never see him again.
Now,
Also, alien autopsy, I guess. There's a fellow there on the slab. Eesh.
no.
Don't blink, you'll miss
Check.
this one.
Oh.
A lot of the hacks are perfectly consistent. Enemy behavior is usually just dependent on your own movement. So a lot of this stuff really does just come down to rote memorization.
I mean, what percentage of the total, you said there are 120 hacks total, what percentage of them feature in
Yes,
any percent or in Escape Kotek
500
versus
lasers, sir.
optional stuff in this game?
Have a coupon for that, ma'am? You bet I do.
Gosh. Let me think. 4-star hacks, maybe 20 gateway hacks is like 24 out of 120.
For Escape Kotek?
For Escape Kotek, yes. Excuse me.
Yeah, sorry, I realize I'm putting pressure. I don't have the answers here. That's
Yeah, no,
Think
no, no,
Fast
no.
is next. Think Fast is next on the,
I am quite looking forward to that Crash 3 showcase, I must admit.
But yeah, that makes sense. I love when things are optional in video games because it means that you can skip them if you're being cheeky about it.
Yeah, we also saw me just whooping through a barrier there. Normally takes about 6 or 7 seconds of just sitting there holding the button to nibble it down, but we instead use a trick that was found by one of the Frame Fatales during the Game of the Month period, who accidentally just oopsed into that.
Oh, that's incredible.
Yeah. Fantastic stuff, really. And yeah, it's actually like human viable. Like it's not just a fluke. You can just do it. I play this game on keyboard.
Okay,
You
am I
can
even
just
in
do it.
Kotek anymore?
It
This
is
Nice.
frame rate dependent. I play at 60 hertz. It's easier at 50, and the higher your refresh rate goes, the more precise the analog input needs to be. But at 60 hertz, you can do it on just keyboard with digital input. We have now our 4th augment and last of this speedrun. This is the grasshopper legs. We can wall jump now.
Okay, that is pretty fun.
Come on, bugs.
Those knockdown effects are brutal.
They feel brutal, but it's not that big a deal. That's actually one of the least damaging attacks in the set of taking damage in that room. It's
Oh, sure. I
only
just mean on
only
time.
50.
Like they
Yeah.
really knock Emmy to the ground.
They really do.
Now,
Contact would be 45, so I'm just gonna be careful, go over this one.
oh, I hope
And we are now
bring one from
approaching
home.
our
If
second
they didn't
boss
bark
of
Don't think I'm
the
really proud
run.
of that.
This one is a bit of a focus time, counting missile shots for phases. So I'm going to be shutting up and focusing up for that.
Oh, wait!
Oh, nice.
Don't worry, the grasshopper legs will save us.
Good visual fake out. All right, good luck.
Thank you. We now have Black Widow, Spider Lady.
weird bug alien lady.
These web cocoons need to be broken with a missile.
Take the compliment.
Excuse me.
Okay, let's pretty now. Oh, child.
Whoops. Phased her before she dropped that egg. So this will be a shooting phase. Oh my god. Yeah, that'll happen. The estimate does account for a couple of unintended deaths, so no problems whatsoever. You just
We go again. It's
We go
unfortunately
again.
Chad is saying that that Black Widow looks sick, and I
Yeah.
do agree. But
Yeah. It was during the Frost Fatales run, the event chat in the Fatale server was popping off at Black Widow. Nope. At 8%, you've got to be kidding me. Oh!
No reason to be fighting.
is the
right?
spawn direction of the baby spiders random there?
No, it's always left, right, left, right.
Ooh.
It's just, they normally die in one hit on normal difficulty.
Haha. Welcome
they
to our
take-
game over tribute.
Yep, they take more damage. They take more damage to be destroyed on Pro. It's 2 hits. 2 shots can happen real quick, but 2 nibble ticks takes the same amount of time, depending. And there's no way to speed that up here. So I mostly just need to make sure I'm back far enough away. Okay, that was rude. Went for my split key there. Good job, me.
Nice.
But hey, that's Black Widow down. It only took me 3 shots. That time's the charm.
First try, every try, as we say on this show.
One more save in this next room before we begin the escape sequence. And we get to hear the banger escape track for the OST. Also, the OST on this game is top to bottom bangers. Listen to it. Even if you have not played this game, it is so good.
That should be a lot bigger.
That is also another core feature of the Metroidvania genre is they do just sound better than other video games.
First hacking death of the run on the last hack. Good job. Good
There's
job,
a poetry to that.
me. There we go.
Emmy? I wonder if these guys are Kotek security or just like a gross infestation. Either way, I hate them. Please stop spawning things. I'm just gonna shoot them.
There we go. That's exactly what I want to see.
Gotta book it before I end up in one
That
of these
that little strat there was found by a community member, Hasty Raichu, who is great.
Nice.
And that it actually comes in very handy for pro runs. Lasers, why? Why are lasers? That did look like I was completely in that laser beam, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, lasers are weird sometimes.
I love when hitboxes behave like hitboxes.
Yeah. So head past the kill button lasers, then take a left at the ghost alien bug. Can't miss it.
Fair play, honestly, after barely getting got by a spider.
Okay. Just making all the cycles right now.
elevator. I can get back to the lobby now.
Elevator into the lobby, and time is when Emmy's foot leaves the screen
Should be open
on
again now.
the
Maybe I won't
next room after
let you
this.
down today.
This room.
What's your pace right now?
Time. I don't have a timer running on my end. So I genuinely have no idea.
You might want to retime this because we'll wait for the delay to come in, but what's your PB out of curiosity?
36.
Okay.
So a 37:47 I see on the
Yep,
stream.
that's what I am seeing right now.
There we go.
That is pretty damn good, I must
Yeah.
admit.
No
Holy.
kidding. I was gonna check out your pace like headed into Black Widow, and then you called serious time, and I was like, okay, GG. So wait, if that was first try Black Widow, was that world record?
That would have been probably world record on a first try Black Widow.
That
But hey, I set the estimate at 50 minutes because I had only ever done the one run before Quack invited me to this hotfix. I did 4 of them on Sunday. My first run of that day got the 36 PB, and now, hey, that was incredible.
I mean, yeah, it sounds like you've got. It sounds like there's a little bit of grinding in your future. If that is the
Perhaps-
marathon performance.
Perhaps so. I might have to work on getting that a bit lower.
I do have to ask: is the world record yours or Jupy's or someone else's?
It was Jupy's until my Sunday stream where I got that 36.
Oh, all right. So what we're hearing is this is the next frontier of the friendly back and forth.
Oh, it might be. Yeah.
I mean, I know she's got other games. You may have other games, although from what I have seen of your time in the Fatalis community, at least, there is a lot of Yars Rising. But you know,
Yeah. I was very, very focused on Yars during the Game of the Month period where it was selected because I wanted to do my very best to help other people get started on running it themselves.
and that is super important.
Yeah, I love this game. I think everyone should give it a shot if they enjoy Metroidvanias, even just casually. Listen to the music through the game, play the game. And if you liked it, please do get in touch on the speedrun.com forum for Yars Rising. We love having new people in, and we will gladly show you the ropes.
I can vouch from the Fatals Discord that there is considerable resources to this game. So if you like indie games, if you like Metroidvanias, if you like, chilling in lovely communities and learning how to speedrun, this is a great one to do it. Lucifer, please, if you've got any shout outs to give, please give those, and otherwise let the folks know where you're at on the internet and what you're up to.
Well, of course, big shout out to Jupy, Cute Fangies on Twitch. and on Blue Sky. She has been an awesome moderator for this game and is the main reason why I started playing it. And yeah, give this game a shot. It's great. I love this game, and I love that my partner was thinking so highly of me when she recommended it to me. And yeah, I also want to shout out to a few fatales who are going to be seen at AGDQ, Satan herself, as we mentioned earlier, as well as Behemoth Steve and Aneurysms, who will be running Hades 2 and Mindwave Demo Showcase at the upcoming event in January. As for myself, you can find me on Twitch at Lucifer9783. I also have a card linked on my Twitch channel at the same name, where you can find links to my VODs, my socials, and all of those other good things. Thank you so much, Quack, for having me, and enjoy the rest of Make Your Own Victory.
Of course. Thank you so much, Lucifer. Some noise in the chat one more time for Lucifer9783. And off of that beautiful segue, just a reminder, Awesome Games Done Quick 2026 is coming up so soon. It's less than a month away now. We're going to be live from Pittsburgh, January 4th through the 10th. If you want to see those amazing fatales in person, registration is still open, late reg, and we will even be doing on-site registration this event. But register now so that you don't get got by price increases down the line. You can go to gdq.gg for more information about that. Friends, we have just one more run for you tonight in our Game Over tribute episode of Make Your Own Victory. And I am shaking hands with Regal right now because it is the only Make Your Own Victory compliant speedrun from the history of Game Over. When we get back from the break, there's a cat to pet. I'll see you there.
Right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Make Your Own Victory, the GDQ Hotfix show where we attempt to capture 100% of the joy of speedrunning in 0% of the completed video games. We are coming up on our final run of the evening here, and as I alluded to before the break, in our Game Over tribute show, I went back and I scanned through the entire archival history of Game Over on the GDQ Hotfix, and there was but one speedrun alone that deigned to not only be brutally difficult in a game famous for brutal difficulty, but also to not really bother with that credits thing. You know, it's kind of whatever. Here to run perhaps the most noble goal in any speedrun category ever, Cat Pet Percent in Lies of P. Please welcome to the stage, Zenblade.
Hello, I'm Zenblade, and I'm here to run Cat Pet Percent. It's a very fun speedrun, and I don't remember how the timing goes, so I think it's after I press new game, we count down from 5. Or is it after? It's after skip cutscene, yeah. So, I'm gonna skip the cutscene, and then it's gonna be a countdown from 5, so whenever this loads. So this is a speedrun that's meant to pet the cat as fast as possible. And you need a lot of humanity. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we start.
Good luck.
First off, we already have a lot of movement tech. So we use 5 Legion Arm usages to move forward faster, as well as equip the glaive in order to do something called block canceling, which lets us kind of swing through the train versus walking, because walking is really slow. We do not want to do that, as this is obviously a speedrun. And then we choose the dexterity class, which is to use for, because we have a weapon that we're going to use the entire run, and it's also the entire run for if you've seen any percent or any other speedrun of this game. It is not the rapier, which we are given, but the Azure Dragon Glaive, which is given as a collab weapon. It is a very good weapon. It is currently the second best weapon in the game, only because the DLC came out probably about 4 months ago. And because of how it works, you kind of just get it from the start of the game, and you kind of just use it through the entire game. Because of most of this run being, well, running between bosses and stuff, we do want to try to run as fast as possible, which is where equip load takes place. We want to be as light as possible, with only really going out of lightweight during fights. Whereas, I'm sad now. This is already really bad, but I will get this, I swear. This is... I am sorry about this. I have never messed up that badly.
Quintessential Souls-like marathon appearance, and we're doing things and they are misbehaving.
He didn't die. I am even more sad. So that usually is a kill. You do 4 Legion Arms and then 4 Legion Arms and then I hate that everything is going badly. But it's okay. I can still do this. So it's 4 Legion Arms and a charge attack that should stagger the cop enemy that I was fighting earlier. And that should give me the charge attack, which... Yeah, I really delayed that R2. That was my bad. I don't know why it delayed so badly. But yeah, because of that delay, it did cause me to pretty much mess up. He also healed a little bit of HP, which made the stagger not insta-kill. It's like a 99% insta-kill. There is damage RNG in this game, which is very weird, but it does make some guaranteed kills actually not guaranteed kills. Like for the next boss, which is the first major boss of the game, there is a script, but if you do the script correctly, but you get 5 high rolls, which means that you don't want like all of the, which means you get the most damage, you actually it actually messes up the boss and makes you lose time. So this is like the only fight where you don't want the most damage you can get. And here I am buying probably 90% of the items I'm going to use for the rest of the run. This run is to pet the cat, which you need a lot of humanity for, but it's not so much that it's through the whole game. It's about half the game, being 4 bosses. And so this is the script where this is really showing how the glaive works. So we have the Fable, which allows us to, I guess, perfect counterattack the boss, and we can then right afterwards use a light attack or a heavy attack to do increased counter damage. With the counter damage, it kind of destroys a lot of the bosses, which is why for a boss which probably has killed I think around 60% of the achievement people on Steam never beat that boss.
That high?
I think it's either 40% or 60% never beat it. It's one of the two. And you kind of just beat it in like 5 seconds.
That sounds about right for this game.
So, I was talking about lightweight. So being lightweight is very important for every single Lies of P speedrun. Because with Lies of P, the weight limit doesn't like only increase like how much stamina regen you have, but it also decreases the fall damage you take, and it actually increases how fast you run. So even between like 29% and 1%, there is an increase in movement speed, even though they're all the same weight class, which is a weird mechanic, but it's useful for this. Oh, 87.7. So I was very wrong. 13%. So 13% not beating him. Huh.
Oh, I thought you were on weight classes. Not yes, I see it. I see it.
I was. Yeah. I am.
But
also
yeah, okay. Still losing almost 15% of your player base to the first boss is
average Souls-like experience.
that average Souls-like experience. But speaking of the average Souls-like experience, something that is certainly not the average Souls-like experience is having meme categories where you pet a cat, or indeed meme categories at all. And I was looking on SRC, you are the only SRC runner of this category. Are you this category's creator? And how did cat pet percent wind up existing?
I did not create this. I think in the speedrunning Discord, there was someone who wanted to get the run to work because I'm not sure. Probably because it's funny and everyone likes the cat.
I mean, sure.
Because I play a lot of Liza P, I mainly play challenge runs. I looked at the speedrun and looked at for a run that was either funny or one that I thought would be fun, because I personally think that competing against like 5 people for better and better times in any percent is stressful and not as fun. Only because I don't want to spend my entire life doing that. Applause to Colonel Fats. He actually does that. I could not. Too much effort to me.
No, I mean,
but because I saw cat percent being alone in a thing and Elite had no runs, I thought it was funny and cute, and I thought, how hard could it be? And turns out, very hard. It is... If anyone knows the infamous Factual Life, they have information on how to cat pets, and they were wrong for the first 3 months of me routing this category.
Oh no.
So there is humanity in this game, which you get from telling lies and a few other things such as records, and which we will be listening to some records. Because of there are like different tiers. So there's first is your springs are toning, then your Ogo is whispering, then you feel warmth, then your heart is pounding. And according to Fextra, for the first 2 months of me doing this, it said that I only had to get to the first tier. So Ogo is whispering, and you can get that before beating the chapter 4 boss. But because of how the game is actually coded, that is wrong. You actually go past that. Also, this is the first mandatory Stalker boss. Stalkers are humanoid enemies, which are very annoying because they have infinite stamina, and I'm bad at game. I'm sorry, should I be truthful about how long I've been since I played this route?
You're welcome to. Hey, we had a learned over the weekend run as our opener for this show today. Part of the challenge run is it being specifically challenging to you.
Yeah, so the last time I did this was I hate this. I hate this so much. Why?
Alright, focus on the boss first.
Clinking against walls is really dumb. I hate clinking. I'm just gonna play boring and backstab him, I guess. I'm sorry to anyone who wants to watch a cool fight. I'm not giving that. Never mind, I am.
You could have fooled me.
Alright. Alright, and also there's this trick. You use your grindstone when you don't have a weapon equipped. It makes you go out of animations. Geppetto was holding my shoulders, but I didn't like that. I didn't want to be held. I wanted to run fast. Anyways, I haven't played this since. So if anyone knows, my last time I played this run on GDQ, which was in July, I think. I haven't played it since then, and even July's, it was a different run.
Well, yeah, so talk about that, yeah, because you mentioned when we were setting up this run that there were some patch changes to some of the tricks in the route.
So, glitchless, I was able to skip from... Please don't hit me. I was able to skip from beating this current boss that I'm about to enter to chapter 5, which is not how you're supposed to do it. You go through every chapter normally. But because of the DLC, they patched out the skip I normally do, which goes from... like, I can't go from chapter 2 to chapter 5. So instead, I have to go from chapter 2 to... well, chapter 5 normally. Which really sucks, because I actually do like that route, and this route is slightly slower. Also, this is the Scrap Watchman. I like this fight. This is my third favorite fight in the entire game.
We're setting up a list already.
I am using a Spectre, which is the AI companion, which, because it is theoretically faster. I do not care what's optimal, probably. I like it because it's theoretically faster, even though I'm already messing up.
Theoretically faster is one of my favorite ways to be faster.
And that was good enough.
Nice.
So the reason why it is theoretically faster is because Spectre can do damage and kill faster. But he does have a grab attack, which he thankfully did not do. And if your Spectre gets grabbed, you just kind of sit there for like 10 seconds. Because when he is grabbed, he does not, the boss doesn't take damage, and you just have to suffer there.
Oof.
But thankfully, he didn't grab, so I get to just finish the fight. That was actually a pretty average time, which thankfully is better than nothing. Because I've already lost enough time to bullshit on G. Yeah. But, so this is the first time I meet my father, Geppetto. This is not the first time, this is the second time. But this is the first time I'm actually talking to him. And I'm talking to him to get my P organ. Haha, funny. I know. Great name choice. But the P organ lets you get a bunch of upgrades, which are very useful, such as increased fatal attacks and increased fable art attack. And because we're using the glaive, and the counter counts as a fable art attack, it does... Why did I have to talk to it twice? Anyways, it does a lot of damage. And we level attack, because we don't really care about stamina, we don't care about capacity, which capacity is very important. If you play a normal game, you started this game new, you just started the game, please level capacity. Capacity is very important. This is a speedrun, I don't wear armor, that's why I don't need capacity. But capacity is how much weight you can carry. Because I am pretty much wearing nothing. I have only one amulet, and my only main weight is my arm. I can never level capacity to pretty much just run through the game and still be light load, even though I'm normally not. But with my weapon, I am medium load, but medium load is still good enough.
Everything you see here belongs.
So this is the first deviation from any percent, and it is to get a little more humanity. So there's lying, there's records, and there is something called the King of Riddles. So the first riddle is, by morning it walks on legs numbing 4. by midday on 2, no less, no more. By nights, it walks on legs, counting 3. If you get this right, you'll certainly free or something like that. Which the answer to it is humans, because it is the one that one riddle that's really old.
The riddle of the Sphinx. I got you.
Yeah, that one. I don't know where it comes from. Don't blame. Don't.
One riddle that's really old. Like, obviously, I'm not old enough to have been around for the riddle of the Sphinx, and no one in chat is. Don't believe them if they tell you they're lying to get humanity. But describing the riddle of the Sphinx as that one riddle that's really old has, in fact, shot me into the stratosphere.
Listen, I don't know where any riddle comes from. I just know what the words are.
And you delivered them beautifully.
But so this is just Vanini Factory. There is a few important pickups, such as Foamite right here, and there is something called the Stalker's Pledge, which you will not get in any percent. Why you do not get it? Because it is out of the way. No one wants to fucking get that. But the only reason we get it is because of, again, humanity. But to get this humanity, you have to kill a stalker that you do not fight in. So another NPC in the... I might actually die here. It's fine. I don't. Life's good.
Sometimes it's that easy.
But so you do not fight this stalker, this NPC in any percent because it's very out of the way. And there's another stalker ahead that you can fight instead. But we actually want to keep the other stalker alive because we want to lie to her. And to lie to her, we need to kill this other guy. So the only speedrun to ever kill him and keep her alive. And so rest in peace. So we pick up Stargazers because we're gonna come back here later. And I am doing a really bad job explaining normal game mechanics. If you want to know the actual game mechanics, you can actually go play the game. Please play the game. It's a very good game. I really like this game. But for any speedrun tricks, I will explain it. So this is the survivor. In normal games, he is very annoying because he swings very fast. And he kind of just doesn't stop swinging because of the whole no infinite stamina issue. But because of... Never mind. Because of me just being able to script him, he's dead.
Very clean.
Which thankfully took not too long. I only got stalled out by his red fury attack. The fury attacks are moves that you cannot dodge. You can only perfect guard, which is this game's main mechanic. Perfect guarding is very good. If you want to learn it, Sekiro is not going to help you. That's all I can say. That's all I know about. I played Sekiro after this game. Sekiro was easy with this timing.
Wow. Bold.
It's not an easy game, but doing the perfect counters in Sekiro was easier after playing this game first. Apparently, if you play the opposite direction, it's really bad because your muscle memory doesn't help. But the game was still hard. I suffered on Ishin.
I mean, that's fair.
So this is Fuko. Fuko is the third main boss, and he is also very difficult. He is the second main roadblock for main bosses. The first one being Scrap Watchman, but because Scrap Watchman is in the demo, a lot of people actually was able to kind of like learn and get through him after playing the demo. So this was the first like actually difficult boss like that anyone who played the demo would have fought, and I spent a lot of time fighting him. But please die, thank you. But the main reason why he's very hard is because of his desperation move when he hits 50%. which is that he kind of just lights the entire arena on fire, and then he starts spamming fireballs at you. But because of the speed kill, you can kill him before he even gets into phase 2. The dash that he was doing right before he I know what I'm talking about, I swear. The dash he did right before I killed him was the fairy attack, which would have brought him to the center of the room, and then he would have done the exasperation move, which then would have made the whole game suffering because he has like 75% like defense resistance, like defense decrease. So you can't really kill him easily while he's doing it. So you kind of just have to wait out the entire fire blast thing. But because I have even more damage than normal, because I have first 24 tech, which is a lot of tech at this point of the game, I had the Puppet Destroyer Amulet, which gives 10% more damage. I used to say 8%. It used to be 8. Math is weird in the game. Math is really weird in the game. To anyone who likes the game math, please do not do this game. It sucks. I like game math. I am struggling to even do it. But this is why I got Stalker's Pledge. So I can give her the Stalker's Greeting, which is the Stalker's Pledge. And it gave me some humanity, so that's why you saw the Springs of Turning during the animation. Also, now is a good time to kind of decide anything, talk about anything. I don't know. Because we now have a 1 minute chain ride. Also, if anyone in chat wants to pick a helmet, please pick out of these options.
Oh yeah, chat's absolutely going to have a field day with that. While we do, I will shout out that if you want to appear yourself on GDQ Hotfix, if you also want to pet a cat in a different video game, or indeed do any speedrun, whether one that doesn't beat the game for me, or in general, we are accepting Hotfix submissions for our winter season. If you've got a run you'd love to showcase on the channel, I hope you'll consider sending it our way at gdq.gg/submit/hotfix, and you can type !submit in the chat for more details. Our showrunners are always on the prowl for new and interesting game conceits, especially at Make Your Own Victory. One of the things that I pride myself on with this show is you can make up categories for this show specifically. The number in the history of Make Your Own Victory, I would say a solid fifth. I'm gonna go low and say a solid fifth of the runs we've showcased on this show have been contrived specifically for their performance here, and it makes me so happy to do it every time.
Alright, so I saw that there was 2 Alchemist hats and 2 Santa hats. I am picking Santa hat because there was not a big tiebreaker. I am Santa now.
I support Santa hat.
No idea what those things are.
But because it's close to Christmas, it works. So this is the first point in the game where you are introduced to caucuses. Caucuses are very weak enemies, but they are really fast. So kind of different versus... Also, that is a cool skip that you can do. You kind of stand on the wooden planks for half a second. I don't know why. But you kind of stand on it so then you can finish your jump over. And kind of skip the whole 7 seconds-ish of... 7 seconds of running around to that point. Also, we pick up this fire base for later. Also, to Rekko, I also very enjoy. So, I am part of the Lines of P community. I talk a lot in the Lines of P Discord. If you have any questions, you can ask me or anyone else in the Lines of P Discord. We are happy to help. I have helped too much, and I hate the DLC. So with the DLC, this caucus changed attributes, they kind of changed. So it used to be that you never got hit by that caucus ever. But after the DLC, you got a 10% chance of getting hit by that caucus. And I surprisingly got the 10% chance. So now I'm just at half HP. Also, we're using the grandson glitch again to stop walking through this animation, this door animation. This door animation is really long. It's like you open the door and then you walk halfway through the hallway before you're actually able to move again. And you don't want that. We just want to run straight through. So we use this glitch to kind of, yeah. Oh yeah, also yes, as I was talking about math, I like Liza P math, even though Liza P math fucking sucks. I'm sorry for cursing. Am I allowed to curse on this show? Quick question.
We prefer you keep it
Alright,
clean.
my bad. I will try to do my best. But the RNG sucks. And so because of that, yeah, I tried to do most of it, but there's a lot I cannot do. But so this is where another skip comes into play. Hopefully I get it. It's I usually get it, but sometimes I lag out or stuff. But this is a glaive skip. So using momentum in the air, you're able to skip through you're kind of able to stand in the air and do an animation, which I used to go around that pole, though that like column, to skip about 8-ish seconds of running, because also that running is not consistent. Yeah, there's like you get hit by the caucuses a lot. They throw stuff at you. It's a very annoying part of the game. A lot of people don't like this their first playthrough. Anyways, I'm quitting out. Yeah. I swear, I know what I'm doing. Okay, I quit out because I was falling. So as they say in Elden Ring, when in doubt, quit it out, I think. That's what I've heard.
I have only really sunk my teeth into one Souls-like, which it sort of half counts because it's another Crab's Treasure, but very much when in doubt, quit it out is super real.
Yep. So I missed that jump, but I quit it out, and I get a second chance. So this is mandatory enemy. The mandatory enemy kind of is annoying. He's pretty annoying. Again, I'm gonna say on your first playthrough a lot. I'm gonna say that a lot. On your first playthrough, it is very annoying because he kind of just runs at you and dashes at you constantly. But because there is a scripted kill, he dies. It is a very speedrunning games is fun. If it wasn't for me learning this one run, I would be struggling with half of these bosses. But no, now I no longer struggle, and life is good. Okay, but I realized I skipped a lot of the humanity talk. So humanity usually comes from quests, and quests you start from NPC, and you usually bring them an item later in the chapter, and they'll give you the humanity after you finish the chapter boss. Which an example is this boss, this NPC, which her name is Cecile. She wants Archbishop's Mark because she is feeling like she's converting, so we want to get her the mark. But so we have to find the mark within the library, which is where we are right now, and give it to her before we kill the boss. If we give it to her after boss, she converts and we do not get the humanity. Well, we don't technically get humanity, we indirectly get humanity from her. There was another NPC that we talked to earlier, which she wanted us to find her baby, which she left around, somehow left behind in a town full of mother's puppets. Because that's what great mothers do.
I was going to say, pro tip, maybe don't do that. That's official advice for Make Your Own Victory.
Yes. But so we did get the baby. We did find the baby, and we will bring her the baby later. She is one of the 2 quest NPCs that you can bring back later. But here is the mark, which you never walk in this room in any percent. It is like slightly out of the way. You just come here and do it, but yeah. So, but because we have to get the mark and give it to her anyway, this is where I decide to go back to the hotel versus any percent, because any percent goes back after getting puppet string, which lets you do skips later in the game. But in this run, the run is too short to actually do the skips. It won't give you actually enough time to do it. But because we come back to the hotel, we give Paulandino, which is the butler. He is a very cool dude. The box that we got earlier to get Dark Covenant Moonstones so that we can upgrade our already OP weapon to +2. Which might not sound like a lot, but the highest you can get at this point is +2. And it might be +3, but it is at most +5. So we're already like 40% of the max potential, which is very good. We also want to level up here and equip the grindstone. So here's a fire grindstone. Carcasses are weak to fire. I realize I'm skipping a lot of basic game mechanics. If you please play the game if you want to learn basic game mechanics. TLDR, puppets are weak to electric, and electric increases your damage. Carcasses are weak to fire, and fire does damage over time. Yeah, that is the TLDR. This entire area has been carcasses, and it is leading up to the first carcass boss, which is why we want the fire grindstone, so that we can use it against the boss to easily kind of kill him faster. And God, I've realized I have not done this run in so long.
Nah, you got this.
Main thing is I haven't set up my thing, but it's okay. So we do the grindstone glitch again, so we can skip the entire cutscene. This saves us like a whole 20 seconds. And also, this is my own scripted boss. I had to script this because the levels are slightly different in this run versus any percent. Yes, and so I had to script it myself. It is pretty consistent, but this is where I swear I know how to do this fight. Okay, never mind. I'm fighting this fight normally. Never mind.
All right. Now is the true test.
Also, to anyone who plays this game, I am not. I have. Okay, so there is a scripted kill.
Were you about to say I have never? Because we gotta get our one.
I have died here before.
All right.
I have died here a lot. So
I'm always on the lookout for a never happened before.
So with the DLC, they did change how Andreas works. They changed how his phase 2 works, which it used to be like a really easy 100% kill every single time. But because of some weird shenanigans they did against I don't know what they did. He doesn't run anymore towards you, which really makes it fucked up, because messed up, my bad. I am sorry. I will really try. But usually he'll do a dash attack, which is pretty easy to which he'll do probably right here. Please do the dash attack. Please do the dash attack. Never mind, he is not doing the dash attack. I swear I know how to play this game.
I mean, all signs point to you doing a pretty fantastic job.
Alright. Alright, anyways.
Nice.
Backup kill because first try!
First try, every try.
Yep. If you my second first try. Second first attempt.
I need to grab my shit.
So this is Ali Doyle. We lie to him, just like we do to everyone else. He's asking for where safe. We tell him not a hotel cot. We tell him, Vanini Factory, which we've been to before.
Here. I haven't a clue.
This is a truly Herculean amount of effort to pet a single cat. Honestly, it is truly the Dark Souls of cat petting.
We have killed 4 whole bosses and 2 whole humans. In order to pet this cat. It is a lot of effort for this cat.
And I'm sure he's worth it.
Her name
I'm
is
sure
Spring,
she's worth it.
And cool thing, it is based on the director's cat, which sadly passed away. Sadly.
Wait, that's so sweet.
But she is now forever memorialized and now forever petable. If you look at the fastest time, which is not by me, it is by Blanks currently, because he actually bothered to do the out of bounds clip. They did change out of bounds clip. They patched out the one I did for Hotfix last time. There is now a harder one that I have not learned yet since the DLC. It is very annoying. It involves a lot of like jumping through like on fences. It is a very annoying out of bounds clip, but you can do it in like 25-ish minutes. I'm pretty sure I could do it, like you could do it in 24 minutes. I am lazy. I will do that run eventually. I will learn it eventually. So now we go through England, as you can tell by this this nice chap that's talking here. You know, we'll take that. We aren't supposed to land there, but if we land there, whatever. I'll take it, I guess. It's better than dying.
This is true.
Also true. Ali Doyle, all my homies hate Ali Doyle. It is very true. So here is where we go back to collect every record we got. So we first go back to Cecile, which we gave her the mark earlier, so that we can get the record. And here is where we start listening to records. Records are music discs. They are like 3 minutes, and you have to listen to the entire 3 minutes to get the humanity. So to get humanity fastest, you actually do listen to 3 of those records, which is totaling 10 minutes.
I'm ready.
But we first go to pray at a statue because as everyone knows, I am not Christian. This is just to put out there. As everyone knows, praying at statues gives you humanity. Because angels and stuff. I know Christianity, I swear. I don't even think this is technically referring to Christianity. It probably is applying to Christianity, but who knows. But I am not Christian, that was a joke. Except to the Christians, which that was not a joke. Whatever you guys believe in is probably true, I swear.
And so after you get the humanity from the records, how close is that to the cat pet itself?
Okay, so this is the first humanity of we have around 4 humanity checks left. So we go. I am not quitting out. We go to listen to our first record. We have 2 more records after this and 2 more lives. So pretty close. After all the records, it's actually really close. So in order to listen to the records, you go to the gramophone over here and you put on the record. And then, as you can see, Divine Service is a 3 minutes and 8 second song. So we're gonna be here for what did the time say? 3 minutes and 8 seconds. We're gonna be here for another 2 seconds. So I found out in one of my practice runs, my first practice runs of this thing, that if you teleport out of the hotel, it will give you the humanity. I don't know why. If you change the disc, it will not give you the humanity. But if you teleport out, it will. So we only listen to 2 seconds of each song. I'm sorry to anyone who actually wanted to listen to music. That is sadly not happening today. But it is great music. Everyone who wants to listen to the music should get the game. I am gonna keep promoting the game because I really like the game.
And it's true. I have not heard the full soundtrack, but everything I have heard has been really, really good.
Also, this is the baby I got earlier. It was actually a puppet baby, which is why I guess she was not gonna be condemned for leaving a baby out in the actual dangerous wilds. But we lied to her and told her that it's a cute baby so that we can get feel. To anyone who actually wants music, I will play music when I am petting the cat.
Sold.
So you will get music. Also, thanks to the DLC, it's time save. Compared to my previous run. Because with the DLC, they made it so that music discs automatically play when you play it once. And so you kind of so usually before we had to go back to the gramophone and play the next disc. But because the next record will play automatically, I can kind of just teleport out instantly. Which also sadly means you listen to slightly less of the songs, but you guys will deal with it. Also, this is Malum District. I don't like Malum District. I have died here a lot. I have done this run, the glitchless run in live before, and I've died here. If I die here, I will cry, but it is not that bad because if I will die here, which hopefully I won't. I died. All right, cool.
The instant
He does exactly. There's like a 50%. There's like a 30% chance he does that dash attack, and that dash attack I am really bad at dodging. I am sorry to anyone who expected a good speedrun. This is not gonna be a good speedrun. I
don't know what you're talking about. This is a phenomenal speedrun.
But if you want to look at my actually good runs of Cat %, you can find it on my my YouTube. Shameless plug before the end of the stream. I swear, yeah. Anyways, I'll get back to that later. But so there is still the reason why we're going through Malum is because there are still 2 humanity checks that are still important. Which is another riddle and another record. So the riddle, really quickly, before we talk about it, is that it's something similar to the older I get, the shorter I get. Oh. I stand tall and proud when I am young and bold, but I stand weak and short when I am old. What am I? And the answer to it is a candle. Which is, not very hard to figure out when they give you 2 choices.
I was gonna ask about that. Do any of the riddles in this game have more than 2 options?
No, they do not. There's no option in this game that has more than 2 options.
Incredible.
But there is one part of the game where a lot of people mess up the riddle because it isn't actually a riddle. It's actually an in-game thing. Also, we bribe this guy so that he sells us shit. He sells us stuff. I'm sorry. I am trying.
You're good.
Wait, is there 1 of 3 options? Wait, no. Is there 1 of 3 options? Anyways, we bribe him so that he sells us a disc so that we can get humanity. Everything is just so that we can get humanity. That's just the end all be all. Please let me interact with the thing. And here is the final line in the game, which means we're about to pet the cat.
I'm so ready.
So this is Alido again. So we told him to go to Vanini Factory, and he went to Vanini Factory because we told him to. Now we will lie to him again because it is the good thing to do. We will tell to anyone who has played the game, they know why it is the good thing to do. Also, this guy's storyline is really annoying. It's very hard to get correct. It's very annoying to get correct. So I don't like him for more reasons than what is obvious in the game. Again, play the game if you want to figure out. But now we have enough humanity. But we cannot just go pet the cat now. We have to reload the game again, reload the area again, because if we pet the cat now, it will not register our last humanity. So we have to actually teleport out and teleport back in. Which will lead me to the final part about cat percent, which is that the cat can spawn in 5 locations. Which 4 of them are good. The one behind Eugenie, which is the blacksmith, so where we upgrade stuff, and that is the best case scenario. The one next to Alidoro, because he will still go to the hotel. There's one on a suitcase upstairs and one in Geppetto's room. The Geppetto's room being the farthest. And there is a 5th location, which is not petable, which is behind Paulandina, so the butler puppet at the front. So it'd be up there if you see on that bookshelf, which she is thankfully not there. And also we will play Feel, which is the most one of the most popular songs in the game. As we pet the cat, which the cat has spawned next to Alidoro. So now it is time.
GG. Oh, she's such a good cat.
This is Spring. Everyone likes Spring. Except for me, because I don't like Spring RNG.
That's fair. I mean, that's very befitting of a cat, though. Zenblade, thank you so much for this incredible speedrun. Please, if you have any shout-outs to give those, and also let the people know where you're at on the internet and what you're up to.
Alright, so thank you for, I don't know if I should say her name. I guess I'll say it. Renee, she helped me route most of this route. I also stole most of Colonel Fat's routes, so please check out Colonel Fats. He is a very good speedrunner. He will actually play the game good, unlike me. I only play half the game good. He plays the full game plus the DLC now. Very well. He is, I think, 2nd place right now. I am on Twitch and YouTube. I do challenge runs of Liza P. I sometimes speedrun Liza P. If you want to watch an actually good run of Cat Percent, it is on my YouTube. It is also on my VOD channel. And yeah, currently I am playing Liza P with 1 finger, which is very hard and takes a long time. But it is, I am at chapter 10. Chapter 9. I'm at chapter 9. I will do the DLC too.
Incredible. Well, please, chat, make some noise one more time for Zenblade and this incredible Cat Pet percent speedrun. I love Spring so much. I've known her for 5 minutes. With that, friends, that is going to be the end of Make Your Own Victory tonight. Thank you so much, everyone who tuned in for our very first Monday episode. And one more shout out to Regal for the incredible work he did with Game Over. Sad to see you go. We know you're moving on to great things. We are going to take a break, after which we are going to segue into our second show of the evening, Think Fast. If you like trivia with your speedruns, that'll be a phenomenal time. That is Foos and Sparkle hosting that. So be sure to stick around and send some love their way. That's it for us here at Make Your Own Victory. Speedrunning is a beach day. Thank you so much for playing in the sand with me. I'll see you next time.